Okay, sorry. I will start the recording. The recording already started. So I will repeat again. The mic was not unmuted. I have not received any assignment for any lab notebook for experiment 7. So for experiment 7, score will be 0, and I will not accept any experiment 7 copy anymore. Today we'll start experiment 8, and date of experiment release is 10/6, and it should be submitted by 16/6. Next class I will tell the score. How will you write your PDF file and mail? All should be sent to my email ID, ETCE, my name Arnav Mukhopadhyay, MUKHOPADHYAY at kaikal.edu.in. Send it to this email ID. This is the official ID. Your file should be named ETCE Y02 20210610 CE lab. AM is my name. EXP08 is experiment. Your college roll number, your last name. If you have middle name, then middle name, and your first name. All answer sheets should be submitted in PDF format only. And this is the PDF file. How you'll write the PDF file is ETCE underscore Y02 underscore 2021 underscore 06 underscore 10 underscore C underscore lab underscore AM underscore EXP08 underscore college roll number underscore your surname, middle name or last name. You may replace underscore with underscore, you may replace with space if you have problems, especially those with iPhones. Your header should be like this. First, write the name of the subject is Consumer Electronics Lab, then is Diploma ETCE year 02. Write your name and roll number in the next line. Then date of lab will be 10/6/2. Last date is this one, 16/6/2, and your date when you're submitting. Your experiment number is 8, and your experiment name is estimate the cost and layout of cable TV. Please follow the rule and don't make the page blurry so that I can see at least and mark it. All those assignments will be stored in a separate folder on the SharePoint and will be viewable by everyone. The name is Experiment 8, estimate the cost and layout of cable TV. Cable TV. Cable TV generally is used to deliver TV programs or radio, like via radio. That means your TV programs can be received from 3 things. One is satellite, one is air, and the third one is by coaxial cable. When you have satellite, it's satellite TV. When you have air, it's broadcast TV. And when you are transmitting via coaxial cable, is cable TV or cable television. Recently, okay, this one has 2 parts. One is analog TV and recently is digital TV. With the advancement of digital technology, this coaxial cable has partly been replaced by fiber optic cable. So your cable broadcast can be in 2 ways, via coaxial cable or fiber optic cable. Now, cable TV recently, after around 2000, digital TV is taking turns. At this moment in India, digital TV is the only available way. Now, every channel on a cable network is called a cable channel. Why? Cable TV channels are called cable channels. That's the rule. And this cable TV, the way the whole system is set up, from your broadcaster to your MSO, MSOs are multi-system operator, to your TV set, this whole arrangement is called a cable network. Then come the important thing. Distribution. To receive your cable channel, what will happen? Your MSO will receive the channel via a dish, and then it will send out a cable to the nearby pole, the electricity pole. From there, a little bit of signal is tapped and delivered to your home. In your home, a TV is there. This tap is connected to your TV. Similarly, the cable will continue to another house. Another tap is made and delivered to the TV in that house. The cable generally terminates at the local utility. This is your local pole. So this is the house of A, this is the house of B. This is local or local utility pole for A, consumer A. This is local utility pole for consumer B. So that's how the cable is given, connected to your home. This cable, the one from MSO connecting to your local pole, that may be a overhead cable, or in cases like we have electricity cables in Kolkata, the city of Kolkata connected through underground cable network. So it may be overhead cable. If it's connected between pole and can be seen, it may be a underground cable. If it cannot be seen and is carried through underground network, underground cable network, underground cable. Now, what if you don't have? If you don't have a cable network close to your house, the cable service will install a cable to your local utility pole or directly to your home. So you must remember that your TV, from this utility pole, the cable will enter your house. There you have a RG6. RG6 is a standard cable used by cable connector network. It's a coax cable. It has 75 ohm impedance and connects TV to MSO directly. What type of connector is used? A F-type connector is used. If you have multiple TV, then what will happen? The system become little bit different. Unlike in the set-top box where you need one set-top box for one TV, here they will put a splitter in your home and then give to TV 1 and then distribute to TV 2. This thing is called splitter. That is installed locally to split the analog channel lines and or incoming cable. It's a small device. It's a very small device. And each of this output is connected to TV 1, is connected to TV 2 in the same house. There are two standard versions. One is analog cable. One is analog TV or analog cable. And second is digital cable. In analog cable, whatever we have discussed before is analog cable. In digital cable, it's a very new technology. Here, instead of analog signal, the cable carry digital signal, the digitally modulated signal. Okay, you must remember one thing, that each of the cable channel in analog TV is modulated over one RF frequency. So each cable channel means one RF. In digital, the whole bandwidth is transmitted and all the channels are multiplexed. All channels are multiplexed into one data frame. And this is broadcasted and is received by something called a set-top box. Without the set-top box, you cannot decode the signal. Why? The signals are encrypted in digital TV. The cable company will provide you the set-top box. The set-top box will decode one channel at a time. So like your satellite, your DTH, in digital cable network, one set-top box for one TV. Now, in older television set, you could directly connect your analog channel line to your cable input, cable TV channel, cable TV. I mean the cable from the cable network. You can directly connect to your TV because your TV was always cable ready. But now you need a set-top box, a special adapter that will be given by your subscriber or your cable MSO, cable supplier, the operator. The set-top box will be given by the MSO will give you the set-top box. MSO or cable operator give you the set-top box. Now comes the principle of analog cable TV. You can transmit as many as 500 channels using analog cable TV, or your cable TV network can distribute up to 500 channels. Then it's connected. The cable is connected from your local utility pole down to your home. But the cable is actually connected to your cable operator's office. So if it is connected to your MSO's office, that place is called head end. Each of the channel is transmitted via a single frequency, hence the term frequency division multiplication. FDM means one channel over one RF carrier frequency. So each of the channels are given their own frequency, which are called slots. This separates the TV channels from each other and does not let anyone interfere, one channel with interfering with other. Just outside your home, there is a drop cable that is connected to cable distributing the signal to different rooms in the building. That is how it's happening. Say you have, this is your top view of your house. If you have one TV here, if you have one TV here, here, and from your cable, this will enter here. From here, a splitter will connect all these TVs in your different home. So the outside cable box will be there. This is your outside cable box where you can keep your splitter, and then the signal is distributed to different rooms. At each television, at each television, there will be a set-top box, because digital TV, one set-top box is equal to one channel. That set-top box will convert your transmitted signal from the cable operator down to baseband, which is displayed on the screen. The principle of digital TV. Why digital TV came in? Because there was one problem with cable theft, where somebody punctured into the cable TV's network and then received the channel without paying any money. Now what is happening? All the signals, all the channels are encrypted in modern digital cable TV. And one activation code is sent by your subscriber or cable company before your channel or package works. So every month you pay the bill, a activation code is sent, and then your device can decode the channel. There may be an upstream channel. Upstream means this is your MSO. Generally, MSO will send everything to your set-top box, which is connected to your TV. But this is called downstream. But sometimes some signal will go from your STB set-top box to MSO. That channel is called upstream, like telephone service, internet access, or something like that, or pay-per-view. Those type of informations, advanced information, can be sent to MSO. The downstream channel can occupy a bandwidth of 50 megahertz to 1 gigahertz. Remember this. An upstream channel usually occupies from 5 megahertz to 42 megahertz, because it's a small amount of signal. You have to pay a monthly fees. Subscriber, they are the customers, so they pay a monthly fee. For the level of service they require. There may be a basic service which may be free or charge a little amount. There may be a premium service which will give you a lot more extra facilities like broadband, internet, pay-per-view, or something like that. Another thing is, at the local head end, the feed signals from the individual television are received by the feed signals are received by communication satellite. This local head end means your MSO. They are received using a dish. And then those things are decoded, and other broadcasts like local government broadcasts or social broadcasts or commercials, they may be inserted into the programming by your local head end, and then they are distributed to each people's home, like subscribers' home. Now there is another concept called hybrid fiber coax that is coming up recently, where you instead of using a coax from your head end or MSO to your home, instead use a fiber. So here is your MSO or head end. You use a fiber to your local pole or your local area, optical fiber, and then use a coax converter or adapter. These are called optical nodes. Then distribute using coax to each people's home, or you can carry it further in another area. These are our coax. However, remember, once converted to coax, it is not converted back to your fiber optic. This signal box is called optical nodes, and the one which carries to your the wire which carries the signal through coax to the subscriber, that thing is called a tap. So there may be multiple taps equal to number of subscribers. Now in India, all regulations and laws for cable distributions, telephony, are maintained by a government agency called TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. They made some mandatory changes. That is, you have to use digital TV, cable TV infrastructure and set-top box for cable TV distribution. What it does, it eliminates the middleman and leads to digitization. So for TRAI's digitization policy, it addresses two issues. One, it introduces digitization. That is, it introduces digital cable TV network and addressability, where each of the consumer can be separately adhered to. Digitization will solve the problem of capacity constraint. That means they can be used. What is digitization? You can add facilities, advanced facilities, like pay-per-view. You pay what you want, nothing can be shifted onto you. Something like you can have personal video recorder facility, you can have video on demand, you can have separate radio service, you can be even given broadband. Lot of operators are giving, like our local cable operator, they are distributing broadband service through their fiber optic cable network. Then comes addressability. Addressability means transparency to the user. The control is given to you. It is for you and to you. That means you will control what you watch. You will control what you watch and how much you pay. So that gives your consumers more transparency, and it improves the stakeholders' confidence in the cable industry. Further, it gets rid of piracy. Piracy is stealing. So piracy was the one, and piracy includes theft, was the one factor that caused loss of revenue to a lot of media markets or a lot of media people. Hence, that had been addressed by TRI recently through digitization. So the main agenda is buy a set-top box. That can cost between rupees 700 to 2000. You have to pay the cost, buy a set-top box from your MSO. You may have to pay this cost upfront, or you can put a EMI on this. Sometimes the box are given for free for a monthly rental amount. But TRI says that TRI has made it mandatory that without STB, you cannot watch any cable channel. Not even free to air channel. That's why many of them are shifting to DTH service, but the cost becomes higher. TRI made it mandatory that all multi-system operators or MSOs must carry at least 200 channels from the beginning. You must know that all services must offer you at least 200 channels. And that number can be increased to 500 channels. So 200 channels is bare minimum, and 500 is max. Subscriber have an offer, will have to be offered, like they will have to get, so must get 100 free to air. Sorry, this will be FTA. Free to air channels in basic pack. So whatever pack you may subscribe to, basic pack is the minimum requirement. You must get 100 channels at least. Your minimum cost can be rupees 100, but in this 100 channel, 18 Doordarshan channels are compulsory. There must be 5 channels from each of, so you must have 5 channels, must be given 5 channels from each genre. What are the genres? You must be given 5 channels from news, 5 channels from sports, 5 channels from infotainment, like normal TV serials we watch, 5 channels from music, 5 channels from lifestyle, 5 movie channels, and 5 from general entertainment. Now your basic cost of set-top box, the TRI also recommends that although this price is 700 to 1500, TRI's recommendation is set-top box cost of 1500. So this is all you should know about cable TV layout and costing. These are the questions you have to submit before the next lab class. Question number 1, what do you mean by cable television? Question 2, how cable TV differs from broadcast TV? Well, you can write it, cable television are broadcasted by MSOs through a coax cable and sometimes through fiber optic. Cable TV differs from broadcast TV because in cable TV you use a coax or a fiber. When broadcast TV, air is used as communication medium. What is the full form of CATV? That's Community Access TV. You should know about it from there, read it. What is head-end in cable TV network? Okay, in community TV, there was it used to be very important in old days. In community access of CATV, it is an older but preceding version of cable TV. People from various homes, communities, various home in a community. It's community access. It is a network television which predated cable TV. Say you have 4 homes. All of them will connect to a central spot. Their TV receivers connect to a central spot where they used to have a dipole antenna, which is the Y02 antenna. From there they received it. So one antenna connected to multiple TV. All receive picture independently. Now this part, what they're receiving is actually broadcast TV, but through one antenna, because they can't afford antenna during those days. What is head-end in cable network? That's another question. Question 5 is cable TV broadcast uses FDM. You have to justify it. Justification means you have to say what is FDM, how FDM is used in cable network, what are cable channels, and how FDM is useful. FDM prevents one channel from interfering with the other. Question 6, what is the difference between digital cable TV and analog cable TV? You should tell us. Especially mention the use of a set-top box and channel piracy had been stopped by digital TV. Next is define taps and optical nodes in cable TV network. Question number 8 is which government agency regulates cable TV rules and regulations in India? You know it, TRI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. Question number 9, what are the 2 key issues addressed by digitization of cable TV network? First is digitization, second is addressability. And write a little bit, write this in clear lines, like a little bit about digitization and addressability, what they achieved, but 1 line or 2 line, not more than that. Question 10, what do you mean by FTA channel? In India, which is the most popular FTA channel that is to be broadcasted by all television of all cable operators? FTA means the free-to-air channels, which are the broadcaster doesn't charge you for providing the channel service. And in India, the most common and popular FTA channel that all cable operator must broadcast is Doordarshan. It is government regulated and they own it. They own the studios. That's it for now, and I will stop recording.